How's it going today? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we are going to be talking about, is Tesla stock a buy right now? Should you even consider buying Tesla stock right now? It has rallied so much. Today, currently, it's only down 1%, which is nothing compared to how much it is up for the month. For the month, it's up basically 50%. We started the month off with a $1,500 stock. It's all the way up to 2,200. Like, it's actually insane. So I'm going to be talking about, is it even going to be a buy? Because obviously the Tesla stock split is coming really soon, right? So with the Tesla stock split, the price is basically going to be at about $442, if my math is correct, with its current price point. So if that is the case, then Tesla stock is going to be a lot cheaper. So if you don't have like fractional shares available in your brokerage, and you don't have that much money to invest in, maybe throw a $400, $450 in this stock, and maybe own a share, right? So is that a good idea to do for the average person? So we're gonna be talking about this right now. Basically, right now Tesla stock obviously is crazy overvalued. If you guys, I'm sure all of you guys know that, especially since if you actually look at, I don't even know if there is a 4P for this just because of how crazy it is. But if you just look at the revenue compared to their market cap, even just by looking at that, you can tell that it's actually pretty crazy. But obviously, the price points for Tesla stock keep going up. So like as the stock goes up, obviously these funds don't want to look stupid, so they keep raising their price targets of Tesla stock. I believe the latest one is like 2,500 price point for Tesla. So it's actually pretty crazy. Now, I personally, I'm just gonna say that I don't think it's a good buy if you're looking to just buy it and then maybe hoping for it to go. Let's use the post split price. Let's say you buy it at 440. Like, I don't think it's good buying it at 440, hoping it will go to 500 just so you can make a quick profit. Because especially short term, this stock I could easily see this stock being 2,200 a year from now or 2 years from now. I wouldn't be surprised. No matter what happens in the short term, I wouldn't be surprised if it stays at this price for the next year or so. Especially since the crazy growth it's had this year. A lot of it has already been priced in. But this is a big but. If you look at the revenues, right? Basically, the revenues have been pretty much doubling. 7, 11, 20, it's doubled. And then from this to 24, they took a lot of they took a financial, like, the revenues were basically down just because of that they were basically ramping up Model Y and all of that. So they kind of went down 21, 24, and even in the pandemic they continued to grow. So the revenues have been steadily improving, right? And if this exponential growth, right, this is basically exponential growth here, to go from basically 5 billion to 20 billion, that's like legit a 4x. So if a 4x continues, right, you can see this company just in a few years not nearly match, but get closer to its valuation. So that's why I'm saying that I don't think it's a good buy if you're looking to buy this and in 2 months to sell it, because it could very, very well go down. Now, me personally, I've had this stock at about a year ago, even more than a year ago, at like the 200s, high 200s, and in this account I bought it at 750 during the dip. I only bought 2 shares in this account, but my normal cost basis for this is around here in the high 300s, right? In the low 300s, high 200s. So just in this account, I'm up 200%, right? Now, even if the stock goes down to, let's say this stock goes down to 380, I'm gonna still be up like an insane percentage. So I'm personally holding it. But for the average person, if you don't think if you actually see other stocks that are better than Tesla right now, that have better potential, which you very well might do, then that's when I would recommend selling it. It is only if you're not completely bullish on Tesla in the long term, you think competition will catch up, stuff like that. If you're not completely 100% bullish, and if you do see better opportunities in Tesla and you just want to cash out the money right now, then that's when you would be able to actually sell this. I would be able to justify selling it. But me personally, I'm going to be holding this for the long run. Obviously, I do think this will be a crazy, this will very well hit 2,500, 3,000 in the next few years, right? But the thing with that is, I don't know if it will sustain this price for next year. It might go down in like in a year from now. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a $2,000 stock in a year from now. Obviously with the um, stock split, so I'm just gonna use the pre-stock split numbers. This is like a $2,000 stock in a year from now. I wouldn't be surprised, just because of how much it's grown. So in terms of you guys looking to buy this at the split at 440, sure, if you guys are really bullish at this stock, you can very well purchase this and just hold it, in my opinion. If you have an extra money sitting around and you just want to throw in a stock to hold for like what 3-5 years, very well you guys can do that, and you may see a gain. You may definitely see a pretty decent gain, because I don't think the valuation of Tesla stock in the next 2 decades, I don't think the valuation will ever reach the amount of revenue and stuff they're pulling out. I don't think that's ever going to happen. You guys can see that with a lot of other growth stocks, where in like decades of the stock's history, the valuation and revenues and the forward P's never matched the overall market. Like growth stocks always outperform their price points market cap in terms of their revenues and what they pull. Just some stocks on top of my head, Amazon is one of them. That's probably the main one. Like Amazon's price and P ratio has never been actually, you can never justify it basically with the rest of the market. So it was at 43p. It's been actually no, let's look at the trailing P's. That's crazy. 1,000 trailing P right now is the current P ratio. That is insane. But there's ones that are even crazier than that, man. Like there's some that are even crazier. What's the best way for me to pull this up? Obviously Shopify is one that's even crazier than this, right? Because they have a stock that's insane, like actually insane, because they're not even pulling that much profits, really. They're pulling up profits, right? But they have been losing revenues in the past. If you look at the what's going on, I didn't refresh. Yeah, here we go. If we look at the trailing P's, they're in the thousands, man. They're in the thousands, because it's not even showing. Let's pull it up here. Is it gonna show here? Yeah, it doesn't even show anymore, but it used to show it. I believe it was in the thousands for sure. Like it's actually crazy. So like there's a lot of stocks out there. Obviously Shopify is crushing it right now. In terms of their numbers, like they're absolutely crushing it. But the thing with that is obviously their valuation is insane. Doesn't mean that Shopify stock is a bad buy. Yeah, it's probably a bad buy in this price point, but it doesn't mean it's a bad company, and it doesn't mean that they could grow in the future. But in terms of their actual valuation right now, and should you buy it, it's probably overpriced, that's for sure. Especially you buying it for the short term, where you can definitely, I don't like you guys buying this stock in the short term right now, because I don't think in the short term, in the next year, it can go much higher than this for it to actually reach like a territory of over like literally bubble territory, right? I don't really see this as a like bubble, like in terms of like a big bubble, because they're doing some crazy things right now and their potential is insane. So that's priced into it, right? That's why it's just big. But usually when you say bubble, you're talking about companies that don't really have that potential, but there's a very small chance they might get it. There's a very, very small chance, or they're just too much hype around it to the point that it just overvalued and they don't bring anything to the table. I would say that's kind of overvalued. But Tesla's actually doing stuff right now. They're actually bringing a lot of things to the table. You see every other car manufacturer right now is literally going electric. So that's the thing with Tesla, is that as more companies go electric, investors see that, oh wow, electric cars are the future. So I'm gonna be investing in let's invest in like an EV car company, right? And Tesla's the number one right now in the forefront, and they will be number one for at least the next 5 years. I would say at least the next 5 years in terms of consumer electric vehicles and the technology behind them. So that's why I'm personally holding this stock. But for a short-term buy, I don't think it's a good buy right now, unless you're a very long person or you just want to throw money and keep it for like 10 years, right? Because in 10 years it could very well be $1,000 more than what it is today at 3,000, or if you want to call this, maybe $600. So that has been the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys learned something in this video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I haven't been posting too much on this channel recently. I always look at stocks. I look at stocks daily, right? I'm always researching stocks to buy, stuff like that. I might do a stocks to buy for the next month of September. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.